Hello, it's Claire from Sun Yoga and welcome. Today we're going to be doing some special lower back care yoga. So these postures are very good for maintaining health of your lower back and are suitable for most people. And of course, when you practice these postures, if you do have a lower back injury of any kind, then you're guided by your intuition. So please only do what feels comfortable to you. So the first thing you're going to do is lie down on your back. Now you have your feet hip width apart and your head resting on the floor. Now in this position, the arch of your lower back is quite neutral. So it's a great way just to rest and allow your whole back to simply flatten down onto the floor. You let the back of the hips soften. You let the whole spine relax, let your head relax. And if you're comfortable like this, I'd recommend staying in this position for 5 or 10 minutes whenever you get a chance. So you're going to bring your right knee up to your chest and hug the right knee in. Now you might feel this stretching out the back of the hips. That's good, but always working with what's comfortable with you. If you're comfortable, let the left leg lengthen down to the floor, and then I want you to bring the leg slightly across the body so you feel the stretch through the side of the hip. Tune in, listen to your body, always working within your comfort zone. And then let that knee open out to the side, and then it's coming up towards the side of your body. And in this position, you're stretching more the inner part of the thigh. Once again, just tuning in, listening to the breath. Breathing down into the belly. And come back to the center. Place the hands at the back of the thigh. Take the breath in, and as you breathe out, lengthen your leg as much as you can. Now, I've been doing yoga for a long time, so I'm quite flexible, but you don't have to have the knee straight, and you open the toes back so you feel a big stretch all the way through the back of the leg. Let's just stay here and breathe. Stretching out the whole back of the leg. Let the leg soften. Give it a little shake. And then swap your legs over. So we do all that with the other leg. First of all, hugging the knee into the chest. Lengthening the leg out. Crossing the leg just across the body a little. Now just what's comfortable for you. If it pinches your lower back, then just take it easy. Stretching out the back of the hip, the buttock. Connect to the breath, and let the breath come down into the belly. And then you let it open out to the side and come up towards the side of the body. Stretching the inner part of the thigh. Coming back to the center. Hands to the back of the leg, whatever you can manage there. Some people, it's good to use a strap or a belt around your foot. Take the breath out. Let the legs lengthen as much as you can. Your leg might shake here, that's okay. Just don't force it. Toes back. Tuning into stretching out the whole back of the leg, right from the sitting bone all the way to the back of the heel and into the foot. Let that leg soften. Give it a little shake. Just try and let the muscles be nice and loose and wobbly. Easy. Okay. Okay, so you bring the feet together, legs together, and your arms out to the side. And then with the breath, You're going to do a nice little twist, but first of all, just let your knees have a little gentle sway, tuning into the back of your hips, and letting this roll across the back of the hips. Then when you're ready, let the breath out. Keep your feet and your ankles together. Let your head roll to look towards the opposite hand. Now you only go as far as is comfortable for you. Depending on how your back is, you may not be able to go this far. That's fine. In breath through the center. Out breath into the twist, listening to your back. In breath through the center. Out breath into the twist. You can do as many of those as you like. A few pairs is good. So the next thing we'll do is a little strengthening. It's like a sit-up, but it's a yoga sit-up. So you're going to interlock your hands, bring your hands behind your head, bring the elbows up so you can just see them out of the corner of your eyes. Now we're going to flatten the belly muscle, so try and scoop that lower belly up so the navel comes back to the spine, navel back to the spine, and you lift the muscles of the pelvic floor, the perineum. You take the breath in, and as you breathe out, lifting the head and rolling up. Keep your chin just off your chest. Just come up as far as you can without pain in the back. Try and flatten and scoop the belly up. So you're not trying to use the big six-pack muscles. Keep the breath flowing and breathing out, coming down. So you're going to do a few of those. We'll do one more now. Elbows coming up, breath in. As you breathe out, flattening the belly, rolling up. Keep the chin just off the chest. Keep the breath moving. And breathing out, coming down. Let your belly soften. Press the soles of the feet into the floor and gently press the lower back down towards the floor. Just what's comfortable. Then very easy, just give the hips a little shake. Now this looks easy, but for some people it might take you a little bit to get the hang of it. Just lightly press the soles of the feet down, release around the hips, and rub the back of the sacrum on the floor. Feels good. Okay, then just hug your knees into your chest, let the breath out, and very gently bringing your nose towards your knees, shoulders down away from your ears. And breathing out, coming down. And let your feet come down to the floor. Okay, so moving onto all fours, we're just going to do the cat posture. Just a nice square position. Now this is safe for anybody with any kind of back injury. It's perfectly safe because there's no weight bearing on the spine. So when you're ready, just let the breath out and gently curve the spine up to the ceiling, head and tail down. Let your breath out. As you breathe in, coming into the arch position. So the head and the tail come up and you're gently arching the back, just as much as is comfortable for you. Out breath into the curve. In breath into the arch. Out breath into the curve. And in. Okay, and just give the hips a little wag. Try and move that tail. And then you're just going to fold up into a little ball, letting the hips sink down towards your feet. One hand on top of the other, forward to your hands. And resting in this position. If it's a bit uncomfortable, then you can put one fist on top of the other and let your forehead just rest on the hands. You're trying to let your lower back round and soften down towards your feet. And breathing in, sitting up. Just letting your back soften, letting your hips sink down towards your feet. Breathing down into the belly. So the last thing we're going to do is a supported Shavasana pose, which is a relaxation posture. And I would advise getting yourself a pillow, a blanket, and maybe if you have a bolster or a couple of other pillows, something that you can put underneath your knees. Okay, so now that you have what you need, something for under your knees, a blanket, and maybe a pillow for support under your head, you're just going to lie yourself down. Make sure that the bolster or the blanket, whatever's under your knees, is right under the knees, and that you can let the lower back flatten out. You just want a little support under your head. This pillow is a bit too high for me. You want the spine to be nice and flat as much as possible. Then just cover yourself with the blanket. Put the cat outside. Close your eyes. Make sure you're warm and comfortable. And just simply soften and relax. Letting your back open down to the floor. And relaxing. Now, if you still have pain in your lower back, for some people it's better to lie out completely flat. And for others, it's better to lie on your tummy or on your side. So find the most comfortable place for you and then spend at least 5 minutes or so in this position. So enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Claire from Sun Yoga.